Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today I want to go over the fastest 3 pet rescue teams in the game. As I put this video out, you should have a pet rescue today on Wednesday. We have one every single Wednesday, and we got the Vault event coming up this weekend where a lot of y'all will be jumping out of the money machine to go pick up that dime and get those pets. So let's show you the fastest way to do it so you can get back to your Vault keys. So let's get into this. I got 12 minutes, so I better hurry up. But I'm going to show you 3 teams, and they're all documented as the fastest, and this one's not it. Alright, let's start with the 3rd fastest pet rescue team in the game. It is Diamantina, Essentia, Leprechaun. You're like, why isn't it Stellaryx, Cinny? Well, this is very specifically tailored to the pet rescue, and Diamantina starts with 30... has 30 mana cost. Stellaryx has 32 mana cost. If Diamantina can one-shot, and so can Stellaryx, then wouldn't you want something with a couple, mana less to get it up more often and more predictably? So, I guess Diamantina, you're supposed to just Leprechaun, and then you have a Diamantina up, you kill everything out, and then later on you have 2 Diamantinas for like the 7th and 8th battle or whatever. But mostly here, you're 50% starting your dragons, and you're hitting your Leprechaun, it's filling up your Diamantina, you're casting it, you're winning. Let's do a couple fights here with this one, but this is the 3rd fastest, documented, not my team, speedrun.com type of business here. So, bang, boom, you win. Pretty easy. Yeah, so here's the team code. That was the 3rd fastest on speedrun.com. Diamantina, Essentia, Leprechaun. I got all Nisha medals on. Essentia starting the dragons with 50% mana. Diamantina has 2 less mana cost than Stellaryx. Leprechaun blows up the board, gets the Diamantina up, you cast it, you win. Later on, you need 2 Diamantinas. And sometimes Leprechaun will just get them both right up, and you'll have enough if you can't one-shot. But I went with double yellow, green minus blue. Double yellow for the light, you get the lightning storm. Or the light storm. Green, because you're blowing up green, I guess. I don't know. But that's the banner I went with, and it worked. Alright, so that was the 3rd fastest. Let's get into number 2. Alright, the 2nd fastest you might have thought was the 1st fastest. And it kind of is. There's a little caveat for 1st place. But here is the 2nd fastest in the game. Brought to you by somebody that used to visit the channel, and if they still visited the channel, I would say their name, but they don't, so shout out to that guy. He knows who he is. Alright, here we go. Boom. Bang, did. So, in this case, your Pharaoh Khafre is exploding, getting up your Stellaryx, who is 50% started by the Essentia. So hopefully that happens every time. If it doesn't, you're going to have to match real quick, but so far so good. We don't have to match. And it's going good. I thought this would be 1st place, but it wasn't. Let's do one more with this team. Nah, I probably shouldn't have to show the 1st place one, but I'll explain 1st place. It's kind of a weird one. But just match as fast as you can here, get something. It is going to happen once or twice. You're going to have to match something, let the enemy have 1 turn. That's what happened with the 2nd place guy, anyway. And I'll let you know what the speeds were. 3rd place was 1 minute and 58 seconds. They did all 8 battles. 2nd place, 1 minute and 44 seconds. So this team right here did it in 1 minute and 44 seconds. So let's show the team code. Boom. So I wouldn't blame you if all of y'all did this team while you're doing pet rescues, Wednesdays, whenever you're doing them. My advice not to do them during a Vault event. But hey, if you're a super high level player and all you got left to get is pets, maybe that's what you're doing. If you have millions of gems and you're never going to run out, if you have all kinds of golden souls and you're never going to run out, then by all means go get pets during a Vault event. Jump out of that money machine. But yeah, this is the 2nd place. Speedrun.com, 1 minute 44 seconds. So let's get into 1st place, and it's kind of a weird one. Alright, so for 1st place, the person actually used Diamantina, Pharaoh Khafre, Essentia, because like I was saying earlier, 30 mana cost. If you can one-shot with it, why would you want to have 2 extra mana to have to fill? So, they went with Diamantina, but they switched into Stellaryx for the last 2 fights. So depending on how much magic you have and how hard your Diamantina hits, you might have to do that. And this person did, they had it ready to go, they had Stellaryx ready to go, and they slotted it in on like the 7th fight, I think. So let's see here. Let's see if it can one-shot on the 7th fight. Because I'm really not sure on my account if it can or can't. Probably depends on campaign, and if we had extra stats on the campaign, it might. But as you can see, it didn't there. So what they do is they slot in the Stellarix on the 7th fight. So they do the first 6 fights with Diamantina, Ferrocaffrue, Essentia. And then right before the 7th fight, they slot in Stellarix real quick, and then they do the last 2 fights. And they're in first place. So I don't know if you're going to want to do that every single pet rescue, but you'd have to be like this. You'd have to have it like ready to go. I don't know how they even did it for real. Maybe they had it typed in beforehand. Maybe they had a maybe they had like a certain you know, filter. I'm not sure. But if you have it ready to go somehow, you can grab it, socket it in real quick, get back out of here, go back in, boom, do Stellarix instead, because you're going to need that extra damage, and maybe you need to loot back into yourself to do a second cast or whatever on these last 2 fights. But here's Stellarix. Didn't do it in one shot, but sometimes it'll get itself right back up, so. Depends all on luck as far as these world records are. This is like, they tried, and then everything went perfectly. But this isn't like an opinion or anything. This is a documented, like, you know, a moderator went over it and made sure it was, you know, the footage was good. And so these are the fastest, literal fastest pet rescue teams. They can go the fastest. If everything goes right, they go the fastest. So my recommendation would be to use just Stellarix double Caffrue with Essentia, some sort of yellow, double yellow banner. But if you want to, Diamantina does pretty good too. And that double Diamantina looked pretty good as well. So I like all 3 of them for real. But yeah. Number 3 was double Diamantina with Essentia and Leprechaun. The second fastest was Stellarix double Caffrue with the Essentia. And first place was Diamantina, Caffrue, Essentia for the first 6 fights. And then Stellarix, Caffrue, Essentia for the last 2 fights. Slotting it in real quick to get that world record, which is 1 minute and 37 seconds. They did all 8 fights in 1 minute and 37 seconds. So just one more time, the fastest pet rescue team in the game at 1 minute and 37 seconds was Diamantina, Caffrue, Essentia, switching into Stellarix, Caffrue, Essentia on the 7th fight. Second place was Stellarix, Caffrue, Essentia the whole time, and they were 7 seconds slower. And then the third place was Diamantina, Essentia, Leprechaun. So you have to have 2 Diamantinas for that one. But yeah, just wanted to show you what the fastest pet rescue teams are in the game, so you can be ready this weekend when you're jumping out of that money machine, or when you're doing your Wednesday pet rescue, which hopefully I'm showing this video on a Wednesday. And yeah, I hope that helped y'all out. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. Get up on the channel below, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.